right, let's do program 1107. The third week in February 2018. If you guys are on the Thursday night show, well, you just had a new moon at 27 Aquarius. That's the one that opposes President, not my President, Trump's chart. And everybody's going to get on his case for a full month. Yeah, he deserves it. Well, here's your chart. And we're going to run the moon around the edge and see what it's like day by day. Give you the mood of the times. The sun isn't square to Jupiter. People are still overdoing it. But Jupiter has a nice sextile to Pluto yet. There's still some discovery going on. Maybe I can provide a little of that. While you're watching the show, Mercury here is sextile Uranus. So you're getting little zaps of higher mental science. Yep. Here's Chiron. Chiron, I'm not used to Chiron much because it's a key, they say, the symbol. But I see it as a crescent that over the circle of spirits. That the wounded healer, they call Chiron, rules Virgo. So that's very clear. He's a helper and he's into health. So this show is going to be about health. All right, let's run the moon around the edge here. Here's the anti-Trump, we'll call it. The anti-Trump new moon goes until March 14th. Thursday night, here's the moon. It's making a nice sextile to Saturn. Real late. Get organized, huh? Late Thursday night. Friday, the 16th. Well, there's a Mars square early in the morning. Around breakfast, you could be impatient and angry. You know, ask yourself what you're protecting. Some physical thing you got to do to protect. The anger will go away right away. Friday is an interesting time because here's Neptune. And Neptune is the planet of compassion and sensitivity and drunkenness and thievery. There's two little fish with their tails tied together. So which side are you on? You find out Friday. You know, if you begin talking to dogs and cats and see the moon in the sky, say, hello, mother. You know, maybe, read a little Jesus. He's a very good example of Neptune. So, go positive. You're better off if you don't drink alcohol. It just numbs you. That's the bad side of Neptune. Numbs your upper brain till you don't know what you're doing. Saturday, here's discovery. In the morning, here's a nice trine to Pluto, or it's a sextile, 60 degrees, even a little better than a trine sometimes. And discovery goes on early Saturday morning. Aha, here's the moon trining Jupiter, and the wisdom planet says, aha, now we discovered a whole bunch of stuff. It happens all through the middle of the day, Saturday, February 17th, with the moon in Pisces. Hits Chiron just before dinner probably, and you'll think about helping somebody. Go out and give $10 to the nearest homeless person. The moon goes into Aries here when you wake up Sunday mornings. Very different feeling. You're no longer spiritual and helping and emotional now, intellectual, and we're going to get tough. Here's the moon squaring Saturn. This is happening just before dinner Sunday night, and we're all turning into a Grinch. No money, no time, blah, 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 grump, grump, grump. You got to get out of that because here's Mars and Venus. And they're in harmony. I didn't mention that, huh? Mars is sextiling Venus. Venus comes first here, so we're all going to feel kind of sexy and warm and cuddly Sunday night around 10, 11 o'clock. You got to wait until 1 or 2 in the morning. Mars comes in and says, how about some stretching exercises? I'll rub your neck for you. This could be very romantic. Sunday night, Monday morning. Monday, the 19th, the moon's going to square Pluto. It's between lunch and dinner, and there's a little panicky feeling. I don't think it's enough to do this is not a drill. I laugh at that every time I think about it. No, it is a drill. No, it's a mistake. They followed it with two screens that were fictitious, trying to explain their mistake. A week later, the confusion goes on. There's a sharpness here, however, Tuesday morning, 4 o'clock in the morning when the moon goes by Uranus. And get technical, get scientific. Common sense comes out. Check the internet and the TV. There's things, there's all of a sudden the zap, good communications. Tuesday, the moon's in Taurus for most of the day. After breakfast, it shifts into Taurus. It's quite nice. Here's a sextile to the sun in Pisces, about noontime. Here's a trine to Saturn. You're all organized, got plans, got a project. Tuesday's a good day. Wednesday, on the 21st, the moon's opposing Venus. Squaring Venus. We're all stuck in gluttony and can't stop thinking of sugar. The moon's sextile Neptune. This is a spiritual time, artistic time. It's not for sugar and sex Wednesday morning, even though you're drooling at the mouth, That Wednesday night, here's a trine to Pluto. Now I understand. More discovery goes on. Yeah, it's very nice Wednesday. Thursday morning, this Jupiter opposition, too much clowning around here at 2, 3 o'clock in the morning, Thursday morning. Look out, it'll keep you up. Moon's in Taurus. Thursday, about the middle of the day, the moon shifts into Gemini. And it squares the sun after dinner, so ambition is not going to work very well Thursday night. Moon in Gemini. Gets downright confusing. Here's Friday. Whoops, here's the square to Neptune. Ugh. Here's an opposition to Mars. A square to Mercury. Can't talk. Can't control our anger and our lust and all that stuff. Thank heavens Venus is there. She comes in to your Friday last. You got to go through confusion, miscommunications, anger, and finally you'll get to a little loving and rewardness late Friday night, the 23rd. Saturday, moon still in Gemini, pretty much until dinner time, and there's a nice sextile to Uranus. So this is a good time to think about getting that app. Get the free app. Go to the App Store. Set your little tablet up or your phone up for a free chart. Touch a couple buttons. There's the chart, and now you know where the moon is. You know where the angles are. It's really neat. It'll just teach you astrology. By doing, that's the only way to learn it. So go for it Saturday. In the afternoon, the moon shifts into Cancer. The vibes change. It starts to get kind of dark and closed in. Sunday morning, the moon opposes Saturn. All those guys in the dark suits and the ties, the government, the bureaucrats, they're at it again. Ugh. But you got projects. There is a trine to the sun. It'll happen shortly after you get bummed out because of the rules and regulations. Well, I can do it anyway. That's the theme for Sunday morning. Sunday afternoon, here's a nice trine to Neptune. Music. Good time for church. Mercury's there. Get out and sing and preach and write some poetry. Sunday night, that's for religion. Hope you get some. It's the way it is. The third week in February 2018.